Hey, welcome back. New team for multiplayer, but also we've got new approach to our videos, and we're hoping you can help us out.
This is the opportunity for a little bit of viewer interaction for how we're going to make our videos going forward.
So what we've done up until now has been sort of a hodgepodge, and we're not really sure what people prefer. Sort of the biggest two approaches that we can take are we cram as much as we can in the video, we talk about the gears really fast, we do the battles really fast, so we're getting it all there. But because of the limitation of the camera,
it's a lot harder to get a good amount of detail for all the parts.
A little bit rushed.
So what we're looking for now is we're asking you guys which part of our videos that you like more as far as multiplayer goes. Do you like the in-depth explanation where we go into why the gear works in a way that would allow you to kind of figure out what gear you like, figure out how you want to customize the characters, but also the reasons why we did it the way we did?
So the theory part.
If you like the way where we show you kind of the finer points of battling, like what rhythm we use for the swipes, just the demonstration of how it works out.
So our practical part, are you just like what like watching the play?
Or if you just like the videos in general and it's whatever we do is equally good.
So today what we're going to take this, we're going to try for this one is just, we're going to do maybe a more detailed discussion about our approach to the team, and then our next video in the next few days will be a demonstration of the team in an ultimate battle, because then when we have the explanation now, we can afford to actually take a little bit longer to do the battle.
Yeah. So that will also potentially be good because we'll be able to do a higher number of battles, and it will be able to show us match against just that little bit harder opponents in the last two battles of the fight.
Alright, so our approach to this team was basically highlighting the two absolutely best support characters, bar none.
Which are Regime Green Lantern and animated Harley Quinn.
Right, I don't think there's really, I mean, there's the girl specific
Wonder Woman
energy,
600.
Yeah, but we're talking sort of in general that's applicable to all Regime.
And there's also the Arkham Harley for Arkham, but
right, but that doesn't give you the energy boost. That's a health only and the special too. So Regime Green Lantern has the energy boost, the power generation for everybody on your team, and the problem always is that he's silver, and we're using that a bit to our advantage because then the teams we're facing are not as strong.
And it allows our guys who hit really hard to be able to hit harder against weaker opponents.
But because his damage is pretty low, he's not going to be that effective as a secondary offensive character. So even though he's only silver, and even though he's only got 18,000 health, we're making him our tank. So to that end, we need him to be in the first slot to be ready for Arkham Origins Batman. So if he's going
Which is kind of a ridiculous thing to do for a silver Green Lantern.
Right, because you got Winning Avengers. So what we need to do is, and we're also going to illustrate the point that you don't need maximum 4-star gear to make a really effective team. So we're intentionally doing this a little bit lower because
as we usually try to show in our multiplayer videos.
Yeah, so this is a 2-star gear evolved to 3. It blocks 18% damage, and it gives him a bit of a boost to basic attacks. So that's only gear score 50. Here's his own character-specific gear. In previous video, you'll have seen us use Static's charge disc, and it's better because it can reflect Special 1. But in this case, you get the chance to reflect Special 2 because it's specific to Green Lantern. You get a chance to disable enemy specials on Special 1, which we actually do use in Green Lantern.
Yeah, pretty useful.
To buy a little bit of time, because sometimes when you swap them in to take a hit, you can't swap them back out, and you don't want them just sit there taking stuff. So sometimes using his energy for Special 1 will buy you a little bit more time to swap back in your main offensive guy. And it's another blocking gear. And Martial Arts is a 1-star gear evolved to 2. It helps you block a little bit more, and there's a little bit of extra boost in basic attacks, which not really that important to us, but you know, it's nothing. It's not bad. It's not awful. So his gear score is only 83. We've got Arkham Harley, or sorry, animated Harley, which with the same gear setup that we have on her all the time, because her main thing, her biggest thing, is her ability to heal your team.
On the second special, Bag of Tricks.
So her revolver, this is one of the few cases where her gear, we don't even care so much about her first two main abilities.
It's only the character-specific one that matters.
Right, so that's a nice big boost to the team heal.
So now, even if you're using it as an attack, you can still heal your team.
We're just sticking this on because it gives us a little bit of energy boost. We get the second special a little bit faster.
Power gen.
Yeah. And trauma kit so that she's healing herself a little bit on special too also.
So that she's a little bit better at taking hits.
Right.
And also, because it increases her max health, it means that when she uses the ability to heal team percent, it heals a percent of her total health. So when we increase her health, we increase the amount that she heals everyone.
So for Nightwing, what's going to be interesting, and because we're using Ra's al Ghul's Scimitar, normally almost every other character, the tap attack with the combo finish is what does a power drain. It's especially effective on a character like Nightwing or Raven or Deathstroke. Because
his final tap, his combo ender, actually hits twice.
And each tap drains that amount.
So, Harley Quinns also do this on the end of their tap where they do the 2 bullets, and again, you've just heard another couple examples of this.
So the reason why we do that on Nightwing is because this frees us up from needing to use a special one at all. Because normally, one of the strengths of Nightwing is supposed to be use a special one, you drain the other guy's power, and then he can't do his specials. But the problem is, the fight takes a long time. It takes really forever because it does very little damage and it drains. So then you need to either boost a special attack or you need to forego the draining and use a special 2, which is actually a really strong attack. So if you look at Lone Bird, the maximum damage is 53,000, which is pretty good. So when you've got a chance at unblockable basic attacks, you almost can't give that up. So really, his character-specific gear is really good.
Really, really good, because they're all related to each other, too.
Right, so all basic attacks. So his basic attacks are really good. You've got the chance of unblockable, which is a huge part of our strategy because we're going to be tapping and draining everybody. And we don't want it to take too long, so while we're generating power, we don't want to be sitting there and letting them, you know, just mess around and sit at full health. We want to drain them a little bit, right? Like we want to knock down their health a little bit. And so we've actually, this is one of the times too where we take, Demon Blade we normally let sit on Arkham Origins Batman, but it's too good to give up when we're using Nightwing. Because,
and a special too.
Right, because it's a damage boost and a crit, and it's really only 3 stars. Which is crazy when it's evolved. So he's got the highest gear score of the team. The way you set up the team is you want your blocker to be in the front slot. So for Arkham Origins Batman, if he's there, he can take the hit. And if he's not there,
you can switch out immediately.
Right. And it plays into Nightwing's passive, which is really, this Nightwing's passive is kind of sucky because 3 seconds is nothing.
Yeah.
If they get in the hit first, basically your passive is blown.
The other 2 Nightwing's abilities are super good, though. The way less damage on basic attacks is really helpful.
I would have been happy to have Silver Nightwing's passive on here where it only does 50% on a basic attack.
This almost seems like it's something more on par with the level of Bronze Nightwing's, what his ability would be.
Right. So the way we've got the team set up, so you'll notice a couple things. One, because of Killer Frost, we haven't built our team on, we haven't made the foundation of it healing. So we've got the option of healing with Harley Quinn, but it's not a big part, so we haven't put any healing gears on Nightwing. To cover Raven, we've got animated Harley Quinn with her special 2 that's unblockable. So we whittle her down and then we can throw a special 2 to knock her out.
Or just even a special 3.
That's true. And we've got, again, we mentioned Raging Green Lantern in the first slot, so to take the hit from Arkham Origins Batman.
But also to power gen everyone.
Yeah, and the only real danger for our team, which is, it's a danger for any team, is the Arkham team. We've got Arkham Origins Batman, Arkham Origins Deathstroke, and Arkham Harley, where the danger is unblockable special 2s that Arkham Origins Batman, even with our tank of Raging Green Lantern, will just knock him out because it's unblockable. and that if Deathstroke comes in, even with a special 1, he can knock out one of our guys.
With 200% his ability making it unblockable and super powerful.
Right, so that's the other part of the way you set up this team is because it's Regime Green Lantern, your team is relatively weak, you're unlikely to face that team.
Until later on, for sure.
Yeah. So that's the explanation, and in the next little bit we should have the video up of demonstrating making our way through an ultimate battle.
Yeah, thanks for your input.
And so we'll have 3 comments at the bottom. You can vote basically by either, I guess, liking whether it's the...
Liking whatever you like. Whatever style you prefer.
So we'll have 3 comments that reflect each of the styles, whether it's the theoretical part, the practical part,
or whatever.
Or both. Or maybe you just love the melodious sound of our voices.
Maybe we'll have a separate comment for that.
Yeah. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned. We're going to demonstrate just how effective this team is. Oh, yeah, just how effective this team is that has no challenge characters. These are all guys that if you choose to, you can just buy in the store. Unlike some of our other setups.
Yeah.
Alright, thanks for watching.
See you guys soon. Bye.